Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn one of the basic and important concepts in sociology called socialization. The children in China and Japan use chopsticks very skillfully. Children go to temples or churches or mosques with their parents. While women in India wear saris, in many Islamic societies women wear the burqa. How do we explain such variations in social phenomena? These phenomena can only be explained by a term called socialization. Socialization is one of the basic and a very important concepts in sociology. It is a process of molding and shaping an individual into a social being. When a child is born, he or she is just a biological organism with flesh, bones, and blood. This biological organism has to be converted into a social being. This process of conversion of the biological organism into a social being is called as socialization. It is a lifelong process which begins at birth and continues till the end of his or her death. It helps an individual to learn the culture and norms of the society. This process also helps the child to learn the various roles that he or she has to play in his or her life. Since it is a long process, various authors have identified different stages for this particular process. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, identifies 5 important stages in the process of socialization. They are the oral stage, which starts at birth of the child and goes till 1 year, the anal stage, which continues from 1 year to 4 years, the Oedipal stage, which is from 4 to 12 years, the adolescent stage from 12 to 18 years, and the adult stage from 18 to 60 years. In the first stage, the child expresses all his or her needs through crying. Through crying, he gets his things done. Freud calls this stage as the stage of primary identification because he or she is able to identify only one role, that is the mother's role. The second stage is the anal stage, or it is also called as the toilet training stage. This stage, the child knows what is wrong and what is right. For the right act, he is awarded, and for the wrong act, he is punished. In this stage, the child learns the role of the father and siblings in addition to the mother's role. Freud talks about 2 important complexes during this stage. One is the Oedipal stage and the other is the Electra complex. Oedipal complex is the attraction of the boy child towards the mother and jealousy towards the father. An Electra complex occurs for the girl child. It is the attraction towards the father and jealousy towards the mother. This stage is the stage of sex role identification. Adolescent stage is a very crucial stage in the life of an individual. Several changes takes place in the body, physiological, anatomical, psychological, both in boys and girls. Children attain puberty. Hormonal secretions takes place. There is a lot of confusion for the children in this stage. They want complete freedom, but in turn they are controlled by their parents. So there is an inner conflict that goes on in the child. They would have learned several roles by this stage. This stage is followed by an adult stage when an individual is 18 plus. He or she gets settled in a job and also marriage. They become responsible and committed. Then comes the old age when they are still in the process of learning. There are various agents playing important roles in the process of socialization. The mother, the father, the siblings, the teacher, the peer group, media, religion, work, etc. Family has first access to the youngsters before formal schooling. Therefore, they have a very strong early influence on norms, morals and roles. It emphasizes the importance of being on time, the punctuality, teaches how to be docile, how authority should be respected, learn to follow directions, etc. The peer groups have a very powerful influence of socialization around the time of adolescence, when family influence weakens to establish a separate identity. Mass media consisting of print, radio, internet and television also is a powerful tool of socialization. Coming to the importance of socialization, all human social behavior is learned. Without socialization, infants cannot develop a set of attitudes, beliefs, values and behavior. Studies have shown that animals and human infants who are deprived of intensive and prolonged social contact with others are stunted in their emotional and social growth. Behaviors associated with being an individual. So this is a very, very important process in the life of an individual. Thank you.